Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about Adrien Beau's feature film, The Vourdalak. Released in the US on June 28, 2024, this French drama horror delves into the eerie realms of Slavic folklore. Adapted from Aleksey Konstantinovich Tolstoy's 1839 novella, The Family of the Vourdalak, this narrative predates Bram Stoker's Dracula by nearly half a century. Quick heads up, this review will contain some heavy spoilers, so please continue at your own risk. Alright, you've been warned, so I'm hopping in 3, 2, 1. The film intertwines gothic horror with a unique narrative approach, offering a fresh perspective that helped prepare me for last year's Nosferatu. Set in 18th century Eastern Europe, the story follows Marquis Jacques Saturnin d'Antoine, a noble emissary of the King of France. After being attacked and abandoned in a remote countryside, he seeks refuge in the home of Gorcha's family. The family is anxiously awaiting Gorcha's return from a mission to hunt down a Turkish leader. Gorcha had warned the family that if he did not return within 6 days, he should be considered dead. If he returned after 6 days, he would have become a Vourdalak, a vampiric creature that preys on its loved ones. The tension escalates when Gorcha returns on the 6th night, leaving the family and the Marquis to confront the horrifying undead patriarch. The narrative of this movie is fantastic. I love movies that portray folklore, especially when that folklore has a dual purpose. The Vourdalak explores themes of familial loyalty and inherited trauma. Gorcha's transformation into a Vourdalak is symbolic of the lingering effects of war and violence on families. The Russo-Turkish Wars took place during 18th century Europe and involved the Russian Empire fighting the Ottoman Empire. The war saw Russia largely victorious against the Ottoman Empire with substantial territorial gains. Gorcha is a man who goes to war, but when he comes home, he is a changed man. The symbolism is haunting and meaningful, and the story helps set the stage for an incredible and spooky genre of vampire media. Tone-wise, the movie masterfully blends dark humor with the mounting dread. The atmosphere is both unsettling and thought-provoking. Shot on Super 16mm film, The Vourdalak evokes the aesthetic of classic horror cinema. It's ethereal and beautiful. The use of practical effects and a strong emphasis on light and shadow create a haunting visual experience. The film's cinematography pays homage to vintage horror, with scenes bathed in eerie light that enhance the gothic atmosphere. Matching the fantastic cinematography, the production design is meticulous. I felt like I was watching a play set in 18th century Russia. The period-accurate costumes, isolated manner, and foreboding forest helped immerse me. I know this might be contentious for some people and they might find it goofy, but the decision to portray Gorcha as a marionette adds a unique and unsettling element to the production. In some scenes, he looks silly and out of place, and in others, he looks sinister. Even when he looks out of place, I still think the marionette perfectly serves the narrative. Gorcha's family knows he's a Vourdalak, but they silently pretend things are okay and that the family is back together. This ultimately destroys the family. This movie is an artistic, bizarre, haunting, and quirky exploration of gothic horror. The soundtrack fits these tones wonderfully. It complements the visual narrative by enhancing the gothic and eerie atmosphere. The music underscores key scenes, amplifying the tension and emotional weight of the story. Casey Motet-Clean portrays Marquis Jacques, capturing the character's aristocratic demeanor and growing horror as he becomes entangled in the family's curse. He's initially very pompous and can't do much for himself, but he quickly learns that being a noble won't help him in his dire circumstances. Half the time you root for him and half the time you don't. The family itself is very Storybook in a Brothers Grimm way. Ariane Lebed plays Zdenka, Gorcha's enigmatic daughter, whose ethereal presence adds depth to the narrative. Gregor Collin embodies Jegor, Gorcha's eldest and skeptical son. He refuses to accept the reality of his father being a Vourdalak and effectively dooms the remainder of the family. Vasily Schneider portrays Piotr, the middle son who fails to kill his father. The other family members are Claire Duberc and Gabriel Pavia as Anja and Vlad. Vlad is unfortunately the first victim, and seeing his innocent life snuffed out sets the tone of the slowly corrupting evil within the family. The family dynamics are complicated, and seeing each member gradually picked off adds tension to the movie. The Vourdalak is a mesmerizing and bizarre debut from Adrien Beau, blending gothic horror, historical nuance, and surreal artistry into an unforgettable vampire experience. Its exploration of folklore, familial bonds, and inherited trauma provide a rich thematic foundation, while its visual and narrative choices make it a unique, quirky horror standout. The haunting cinematography, meticulous production, and eerie soundtrack create an atmosphere that wonderfully balances humor and dread. Though its bold choices, such as Gorcha's marionette portrayal, might seem campy, it fits the narrative and has unsettling charm. Combined with compelling performances, the film captures the essence of a gothic tale like a Brothers Grimm storybook. The Vourdalak is a memorable exploration of vampire mythology with a simple, well-crafted story. If you're a fan of folklore, gothic cinema, or even plays, I would highly recommend this movie. Its surreal charm might capture you as it did me. Thank you for listening to my review of The Vourdalak. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if there's something you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.